Welcome to Chisholm Trail 61. Today we're doing another dessert dish. We're going to do a red velvet cheesecake brownie. I'm going to show you how I do that coming up right now. Okay, first thing we want to do, in this bowl here, we got 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And what we're going to do, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of melted butter to it. 1 stick, a 1/2 cup. We're just going to pour that over in there. Now it's been melted and then allowed to come back to just about room temperature. We're just going to beat this up good. Mix this good. Get it mixed up really well. All right. Then what we're going to do, we're going to add 2 large eggs to our mixture here. Now we're going to add our eggs one at a time, and then we're going to beat after each time. So there goes one. Get that one in there. Now mix that one around. And I'm going to bust my other one in there. And I'm going to mix it in good. All right, then what we're going to do, we got some red food coloring. We're going to put us 1.5 tablespoons of red food coloring in. There's a tablespoon. And we're going to call that 1/2. And we're just going to mix that in. All right. Now we're going to get us a sifter here. We're going to lay up here. And what we got here, we got 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We got 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And we're going to put in just 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And now we're just going to sift that in there. And I'm going to turn this around here to that plate where I can sift this through. We're just going to sift that into our mixture there. By sifting it, that'll take any lumps out of that cocoa powder, because if you used cocoa powder before, you know that cocoa powder will sort of clump up on you. It wants to lump up on you. And if you have a little bit left in there that don't want, maybe that don't want to fall through, just take you a little rubber spatula or something like that and just push it on through there. Get the rest of it in there. We're going to set that over out the way. I'm going to set that right there. Well, I'm going to give that just a little bit of a start there, because stir it just a little bit so we don't splatter it everywhere whenever we, have such a dust cloud when we go to mixing it, because we're fixing to hit it with that mixer. Go ahead and scrape that down off the side and get it in there good. Let's see, can we do this without making a big mess here? Yeah, we're getting us a little bit of a dust cloud going, but that's all right though. It'll come together. And we just want to mix this until we get it combined, and then we're going to finish it with that rubber spatula there. You don't want to over mix your batter here. All right, that looks pretty good there. We're going to take our spatula here and we're going to finish it up. Like I said, we just don't want to over mix it, but we don't want to have any dry pockets in there neither. So we just sort of mixing and looking to make sure we don't have any dry pockets. Here we got an 8x8 baking dish I greased and put parchment paper in. We're just going to take and reserve us about 1/3 of a cup of this here. Just going to see, can I dip it out with that there? Well, I think I'm going to have to get me a spoon to dip that with. Thought I might could dip it with that, but I can't. We're going to reserve us about 1/3 of a spoon, 1/3 of a cup of this brownie batter here. Yeah, it looks close enough there. And then we're going to empty the rest of it over into this 8x8 baking dish we got here. It's almost like a cake batter, but not quite. Red velvet cheesecake brownies. Man, this is going to be good. Let me know in the comments if y'all have ever eaten any red velvet cheesecake brownies. Because if you hadn't, you definitely need to try this recipe. And what we're going to do, we're just going to spread that out evenly in our 8x8 pan here. Go all the way to the corners. I'll show you there in just a second when I get it spread around good. I know y'all can't see real good down in the bottom there. But you see it's starting to sort of set up there, and so I need to get it spread before it hardens anymore. I want to get all that goodness in there. That ought to about do it. I'll show y'all this here. Let y'all see what I'm talking about there. We just spread it down all the way in our 8x8 there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to get stuff for the next step ready, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, what we got in this bowl here, we got us 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I'm just going to give that a start just by sort of breaking it up some there with that rubber spatula there. And then we're going to take our mixer here, and we're going to just beat this a little bit. Get it creamy. just want to mix it until it gets creamy is all I want to do. All right, now you see how we got it creamy there? What we want to do now, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of just regular granulated white sugar. 2 and 3. 3 tablespoons of sugar. We're going to add we're going to mix that up a little bit first. Let's mix that sugar in a little bit first before we add anything else. I started to go ahead and add that egg in before I did it, but I want to get that sugar spread around some first. I'm going to scrape that side down a little bit. So I want to be sure that I get that sugar mixed in there good. We don't want no clump of sugar right in the middle there, so we're going to just mix that in like that. Now we're going to put her egg in there. We're going to put 1 large egg, and these eggs are at room temperature. I've had them sitting out on the counter for about 30 minutes or so there. We got 1 large egg there, and we're going to put a teaspoon of vanilla extract in there. One teaspoon of vanilla extract going in. Well, if I can get that lid back on that jar there, I'm going to get back over and get back to work at it. We're going to mix this together good. Scrape that bowl down one more time. You always want to scrape your bowl down whenever you're mixing something like cream cheese and stuff like that, because I guarantee you're going to have pockets where there's going to be some that, and on the bottom and around the side there, where it's just not going to get mixed up. So we're going to mix that in good. I'm going to scrape that off that spatula as best I can. We're going to give her one more quick mix here. That ought to be good. What we're going to do now, turn that around there so maybe I won't drip that everywhere. We're going to just try slide this bowl here back over there. This is our batter mix, or red velvet batter mix, and what we're going to do, we're just going to empty this out on top of it. We're just going to pour this on top of our red velvet batter mix there. And we're just going to take and spread that out to the edge there, all the way to the edge, all the way around, till we get it completely covered. We want it completely covered there. Okay. Now, remember that 1/3 cup of red velvet cake batter mix we had there a while ago? We're going to take, we're just going to dollop us a little bit in here in different places. Just let it fall in there. You see how it's thickened up already. You're just going to dollop it in there. And then I'm going to get me a You can use a toothpick or a skewer or something. And I'm going to step over here and get me a skewer because I didn't get me a skewer a minute ago. I had forgot about my skewer. I'm going to get me a skewer here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to swirl around through this here and make me some designs in this. Just make it design out. You don't have to do anything fancy. There's no certain pattern that you go by or anything like that. You just want to get you a design going there. Just a sort of a swirl. Just try to get some, you know, where be a little bit of a swirl in each piece of it there. Now, what we're going to do here, see what it looks like there now. What we're going to do now, we're going to put this in the 350 oven and we're going to let it bake for about 30 to 40 minutes. And then we'll bring you back when we get ready to take it out. Okay, we got our red velvet cheesecake brownies out of the oven. They've been sitting and cooling for about probably 30 minutes there. So we got them cooled down. I'm going to move that out of our way. Got them sitting over here and we're just going to pull the paper back off of them. And you can see, I'm going to cut them up here now. Just cut them in squares. What I'm going to do. It's over here. Man, if y'all can smell that. That does smell good. Just gonna cut that in about thirds there. On that way. Ooh, yeah. Man, we're gonna get us a piece here. This piece right here looks like it's just got my name on it. I don't know, but now it just seems to have my name on it. So, man, look at that. Red velvet cheesecake brownie. I got to get into that joker. I got to get into that joker. Man, what you talking about? That cream cheese topping, the red velvet brownie, shoot fire. Hey, give the video a thumbs up if you would. Like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you do. We appreciate all of you take time every day to watch our videos. Red velvet cheesecake brownies. We'll see you on the next one.